All right, Beethoven. Terrific. How'd that feel?
Nah, I've done it better.
Okay, great. So the really the important thing in this one is to show, as well as that we've got a good low register and it's all clear, is to really show that we understand the function of what's going on. And so, can you go from the beginning and make sure that you hear in your first pickup? It sounds terrific, by the way. Really, everything very, very good. The first pickup, hear the clarinet play the eighth note before you play the downbeat.
Okay.
So you can actually feel as though you stretch this pickup. Because the clarinet takes a lot of time. But we're basically the foundation of this wind quartet at this point. And basically in this first line before we get to the board. So we want to feel, but definitely in these first two bars, that you're this really solid function. Can you play the first two bars all slurred? Good. What happens if you play the first two notes on the B flat horn? Oh, actually, what happens if you play the whole thing on the B flat horn?
I could do it on B flat horn. It just makes it really bright on this horn, so that I try to keep it on the darker end on the first bit.
Or then maybe try the middle B flat on the B flat horn. Just try that. Good. Yeah. So what we want is, because of the function of what's going on in this particular part, we don't want any. We are by far the easiest instrument to be prominent in this bit, right? Because you've got clarinet, flute, and bassoon. They're all very, it's a very soft color. We don't want to have anything that are coming out too direct. So if there's a way that we can be solid, we're a foundation of this from sound, but from articulation we want to be clear, but not something that's going to bring attention to us.
Yeah.
So
I could try it.
experimenting with the fingerings is gonna help that. Say that again.
I would say I can try the beginning on B flat horn. I could probably have a little more control if I just try to open up the oral cavity more. Yeah.
Good. That's great. And then, so once you've got this, so this is basically the foundation of the quartet. Now we go to this function where we're actually playing sort of an interactive role. This is something that the celli have stated like a long time earlier in the piece. that's very, so we're playing a harmonic function, but we're also playing melodic function. So we go from purely harmonic and the bass of the group to now harmony and melodic, and then we move later on to purely melodic and interactive in the group. So here we want to have a little change of color. And then we go back to this role of being the foundation of the group. So let's try from there, from the third bar. If through all of these, if we have no gaps,
yeah,
it can be clear, but still very vocal in the way that you would play, because of we've got this tapestry going on above us in the winds, where they're very gooey and very joined together, and we want to support that rather than being too academic in our approach. Go from the quarter notes. Good. Just be careful the B flat's not too flat. And then now, do you slur this F to the D flat?
No, I normally don't.
Just try it, because it's that's how it's commonly done. I was talking to Sarah Willis about this, and we both play it that way. And we don't actually even know if it's actually written that way, but that's how we play it, and that's how we hear it. So I would go with that for now. Because it matches the phrasing, it matches the articulation that's in that phrase. But here we are really making sure that we are more present, and we're a little bit more soloistic, a little bit more melodic. So go from there. Good. And then make sure that you phrase to where you just got to this B, the written D flat. So that we have this, and a lot of tension in all of these harmony changes. So that we're really looking to stretch this, because we have every note that we have to speak, or every change of note is happening at a different time to everything else. So we need to sort of have a little bit more weight on this. So don't be in a hurry to get off the 8th note.
Okay.
And there? Great. The right idea, so that we're still using the bar line, still using the direction of the bar lines. I could have more weight still on the 8th notes, to give a little bit more expression. But that's really great. Very good job. Yeah, experiment with the different sides of the horn for what's going to speak clearly and or just more effortlessly.
Yeah, it felt better. I think I've been working on low horn for like the last year anyway. So I mean, like I think I just need to not fix, but just open up the oral cavity more and think more air rather than sound more than anything. So
yeah, and this is a good one also to make sure that in the long notes of this excerpt that we're hearing what's going on in the winds.
Yes.
And in the strings. That'll help us to rhythmically stay engaged, but also like engaged with the line, what we're interacting with. But yeah, great job. Terrific.
Awesome. Thank you.